Hey guys, it's Angelo Christian. Thank you so much for inquiring with us about your home mortgage. We just received your inquiry, and I personally want to come to you in our studio to say welcome. And we are definitely honored and privileged to have this opportunity to be able to serve you. And today I'm just going to briefly talk a little bit about me and the company and show you exactly what we do. First off, about me, I've been in the business for over 15 years now. I specialize in mortgages. I've done over 7,000 loans and helped many people buy a house. And so, my specialty is trying to help people figure out, they have a problem or they're trying to get into a home with the best loan terms. And so I always want to try to give people the best that I can, either the best loan, the best information. There's so many different types of loan programs out there, and you want to make sure that you're getting the best information. So we always give people several different options, and we go over all the different things with you, so that way you can see what are the actual best loan programs. Should I do a 15-year? Should I do a 30-year? What type of assistance is available? Is it down payment assistance? Are there grants? What if I'm trying to build a house? What if I'm trying to buy a brand new condo and I don't want to put 30 or 40% down? And what's the lowest interest rate? I don't want to be charged a really high rate. And that's one really great thing about my company. We're actually a bank. So when you actually do a loan with us, we're actually lending to you directly so you can get the best terms, the best interest rates. We have several different great programs to help you. Some programs have no closing costs. Some of them do. And we work to find out what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, so that way we can tailor the loan program that's best going to suit your needs. And so we're going to quickly kind of take a few things on the slides today on the screen to kind of walk you through the process. The first thing I want to show you is that, like I said, we are actually a member of the Better Business Bureau, and we'll pull that up here shortly. And you see all the thousands of people, the reviews of people we've helped. We have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We've helped tons of people, with buying a house or refinancing or whatever their financial goals were. And you can check this out. I'll email this out to you. I'm a published author. I wrote a book, and I'm going to be sending out a copy of my book. I want you to read that. It'll teach you and educate you about the home buying process. And I also want to walk you through briefly what the home loan process is. And so a little bit more information about the company. We've been in business since 1898. So that's over 100 years. To be in business that long, you'd have to be doing something right. We actually help over 10,000 families every single year to buy a house. We do lend nationwide. We're based out of here in Houston. And most of the loan programs and people that we help are in Texas, but we can lend anywhere, whether you're in Florida, you're in California, Hawaii. I've pretty much done loans in all 50 states. So definitely looking forward to learn about you and your family, what you're trying to accomplish. We have all different types of loan programs for all different types of people. Now I quickly want to walk you through the home buying process, and I'll show you quickly what that is when you're buying a house. So the first thing is you make contact with your loan officer, whether that's me as the owner or one of the loan officers here. We get in touch with you. We explain what the home loan process is, find out what your goals are. Then we get you pre-approved. We actually give you a letter of credits, an approval letter that gives you the authorization to buy a home. We verify your income, your credit, and find out exactly what you qualify for. Is it a $200,000 home? Is it a $300,000 home? And that approval letter is like a certificate. It gives you the authorization to buy a house. It's like the golden ticket to ride the ride, and it shows what you've been qualified for. Then we actually connect you with a realtor. One of the realtors that's been approved by us. They're actually going to meet with you and represent you in your home buying journey. You don't pay for their services; they're actually paid by the seller. From there, what will happen is that once you get pre-approved and you put your offer on the house, if your offer is accepted by the seller, then you'll sign a purchase agreement with the seller. And after that, we'll start processing and underwriting the loan. The underwriter is like the risk manager of the bank. They want to check and make sure that everything's in compliance with your loan and the loan product. And so they're going to verify your income. They're going to verify your go through your credit report, check and see what's on your credit. We have to get an appraisal on the house. They want to appraise the property to make sure that the home appraises properly. We have to check the title to make sure there's no liens or judgments against the property. So the underwriter is kind of like the examiner, just to make sure that everything is in check. And so we're going to package up your loan, get all your income documents, your tax returns and pay stubs, and then submit it to them for review. Now, before that actually happens, I actually make sure that your loan's been fully approved so you actually can close on your loan, because that's a really big thing. You want to make sure that your loan will close, will close on time. You have a small window to get your loan closed. From there, it goes to the processor, and they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna order the appraisal and get, make sure your home insurance is set up and that everything's verified. The processor works with the underwriter to make sure that everything is in tandem so your loan can close. And then finally, after the underwriter is done reviewing the loan, she'll issue the approval on the loan, and that means now your loan has been approved. And they may ask for additional things like clarification. Hey, I saw that you had, some money in your bank account. Is that what you're going to be using for your down payment? Or I saw that you worked over here for 6 months and then you went over here. Can you just explain why that happened? And they're just going to want further clarification to make sure they understand what's going on with your life, okay? So then the processor submits it back to the underwriter. They review it. Takes them a few days to review everything. And then they sign off on it. And if we go down a little bit further, if you're doing a USDA loan, your loan will get sent directly to the USDA for review, just to make sure they do another second review with USDA. If you're doing a conventional loan or an FHA loan or VA loan, they don't do this, but for USDA they do. Once all that's satisfied and all the conditions are cleared, then the underwriter issues something called a clear to close. That means everything's been satisfied. I've checked off the appraisal, I've checked off your income, your credit, we're done. And so from there, you go to the title company. You see sometimes, on the street, like Fidelity Title, Stewart Title, and that's where you actually go to sign your final closing documents with a real estate attorney. And once you sign those documents, you actually, your name's put on the title to the property, and you take possession of the home. And so this is the process of what we're going to go through when we help you to buy a house. So I hope that this video was educational and informative to help you. I'll also be talking to you and explaining the process more in thorough detail to you. But I wanted to get this out to you because I think it's very important that you have the knowledge so you know what it takes to buy a house so you're successful. So I'll be reaching out to you. And again, we want to make this a successful, happy journey for you. So I'll be in touch with you soon.
Awesome.
Okay. So that